In this video, Marc Marquez is aiming to return to the track by February. Jorge Lorenzo all set to visit the VR46 ranch for the first time. Johann Zarco aims to try to ride the Ducati more like Pecco Bagnaia. And Alicia Spargaro is worried about the future of MotoGP. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Waiting for the Christmas deadline given by the doctor for swelling to reduce and the nerve to heal or to go under the knife again, Marc Marquez is apparently looking to make a comeback at the Sepang test scheduled to be held on February 5th and 6th. Last week, three-time world champion and Dorna's representative in race direction, Loris Capirossi, revealed that he had a conversation with Marc and is very hopeful that the 8-time world champion will recover soon. Capirossi said, "Marc was unlucky. He had problems at the start of the year and just when he started to go well, he got injured again. I'm sorry he is suffering like that and I hope to see him smile on the track again. I spoke to him a few days ago and he was very positive. It will be a difficult winter, but he says he will want to be there at the Sepang test." Younger Marquez's brother also confirmed the same in a separate event for young riders. Alex said, "He has a type of injury that needs time and we have to see how it evolves until Christmas. That is the deadline that the doctor has given. His eye injury requires patience and continues to this day. But I am confident that he will recover soon, as it happened in 2011, and he will participate in the Sepang test in February." Further speaking about his wishes for 2022, Alex continued, "I do not ask for luck, but that the destination is a little more pleasant with us. Let there be no injuries, let there be health. Not just for me, but especially for Marc. I hope to be more consistent within top 6 or top 8, and that Marc can win the World Championship once again." Ever since Valentino Rossi announced his retirement, a lot of his old bitter rivals shared nice messages about him, and most of the bitterness is now gone. One such example is that of Jorge Lorenzo. At the EICMA event, speaking about the relationship with Valentino Rossi, Jorge said, "In the past we had some difficult moments, but now there is great respect between us. When I returned to the track in Aragon earlier this year, I felt that openness on his part. We talked together and he invited me to the 100 kilometers of the champions at his ranch. So I'm going to Tavulia and I thank him for this opportunity. I've always been curious to see the ranch and that's why I decided to take the plunge." Johann Zarco's 2021 championship began better than he would have ever hoped. He was the top Ducati rider for most of the first half of the season and stood on podiums very frequently. But as the season progressed, Zarco's performance went down. Speaking about his preparations for a very crucial 2022, Zarco said, "As long as Pecco Bagnaia is as fast as he was at the Jerez test, it means I still have things to understand. I think the potential of the bike is going up and my job is to get even more feeling to not ride exactly like Pecco but go in that direction and then mix it with my style." Further speaking about Pecco's style, Zarco continued, "It is quite clear that he uses a different riding style in comparison with the others. One thing we know is he is braking harder than the others. He can stop the bike more. When he enters the corners, he is more in the right direction. He doesn't need to let it turn with the rear sliding. He makes it turn on the braking and the others do it on the exit." And Alicia Spargaro is worried that Valentino Rossi retiring might have a big effect on the fan following of the sport. Speaking about missing Rossi on the track next year, Alicia said, "Now we travel the world and 80% of people cheer for him. The other 20% of the fans we divide among the rest of us across all three categories, so it will be difficult. But we have a good group of young riders and I would like to think that Valentino has already left an inertia and that we can somehow live without him, even if it will be very difficult. This could become even more serious if Marc Marquez fails to recover from his injury." Speaking about Marc's situation, Alish said, "You would never wish anyone what happened to him. We have always said that Marquez pushed beyond the limits and that nothing ever happened to him. That his saves were impressive and even more impressive were the big crashes from which he walked away. Now all of a sudden, it's like they make him pay for all those escapes in 2 years. What hurts the most is not the wounds, it is the soul, because surely he is having a bad time. And I wish him a speedy recovery because Marc is still very young and has a lot to give. If he comes back and if he returns with just 90% fitness, he will still be the number 1 favorite." If you made it till here, let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. To stay up to date on all things MotoGP, hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. Here are 2 more videos which you might enjoy. My name is Sankalp and I'll be back with another video very soon.